Seems to be a masterstroke from Gold Stars.
Here is Atakumi, brought down by Osei. Free kick for Bibiani Gold Stars. Is a daring move from Atakumi. He knows too well the strength and quality of Esebe in a 1v1, but he took the risk and he's got a foul.
If Gold Stars want to have anything doing, there's a player they should be giving a lot more of the balls to. He's quick, he's cunning, he's skillful. He knows when to make the dribble and win fouls in very crucial positions.
Free kick to Bibiani Gold Stars. Yet to concede in this season's Premier League. Benjamin Asare has got an eye on the upcoming World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, as he remains Ghana's Black Stars #1, at least for now. Free kick. Gold Stars have Amon Kote behind it. Bends one to the near post, and it's not the prettiest of free kick executed by the midfielder Kote.
That was a very poor one, judging from his standards and his ability. He was trying to aim at the near post. The wall had it covered. It went too far away. Not even testing goalkeeper Benjamin Asare in the post. That was their best bet in the last couple of minutes to try hit the target.
Hussein, 35 minutes in Accra. Hearts 0, Gold Stars 0. Here is Raphael Amponsa. He goes past Eduku. Goes past Barry Maba. Lovely pass to Mensah. Mensah swings in the ball. And Wayo is arriving, but it's into the side net. The build-up was sweet. That delivery from Maxo Ransford Mensah was excellent. Wayo maybe just arrived late to apply the needed connection.
It's always quite interesting. Rafael Aposa getting past two men, got the pass to Ransford. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, but Mawuli Wayo came just behind Edward Ajaman, who was pretty shocked how Wayo managed to get onto the ball, not with the best of connections, but it was enough to at least give Gold Stars a scare. Caution to Edward Ajaman. He cannot take these balls for granted.
Hearts have a man down, and referee Thomas Nunu, Julian Nunu. You know, the referee, Julian Nunu, comes from a refereeing background. His dad used to be a FIFA referee in Ghana. These days he's a CAF refereeing instructor. And his son just took along the lines where daddy left off. Interestingly, they both work with the Ghana Audit Service. That's the man in your shot right now, referee Julian Nunu, one of the very best in Ghana, evident by the fact that he's been awarded with the best referee in Ghana in the last 2 seasons.
It's in the blood, you know. It's in the blood. From refereeing to audit service, they seem to be following the same path. Could be proper direction from the father who took the headway.
Hatsabok creating all the chances, dominating possession, but unable to hit the back of the net. Injury concerns for Rocky Dramana, who has so far given a very good account of himself in that midfield for the Phobians.
I don't think it's too scary. He should be back soon to continue with this game. Glad to have picked himself up and not go out of the pitch on a stretcher.
Atenga gets the ball in, but Asare will allow it to go out for a goal kick.
That was wild from Visit. Atenga had to waste it. Their chances up front. Gold Stars also pushing away all the set pieces they are having, and it's not doing them any good.
Hussein gives away possession. Razak Sano. Gold Stars moving for Barima Bar. Kote's driving straight to Benjamin Asare. you can always trust him now. He wants to quickly initiate a move. Now he finds Rocky Jamna. He's back on the pitch. Rocky Jamna with a long one looking for Hamza Isan. Atinga is approaching Hamza with a one-time effort that ended up purposeless for the Phobians.
That was bizarre decision-making there from Hamza. He looked on, saw the man approaching, Vincent Atinga, pressure on him. But he had all the time in the world to put out a very good cross for the on-rushing Kabnos inside the penalty area. It's quite surprising that ball went wide. Decision-making needs to be better.
Referee whistles has out the advantage now. Jamna. Wayo goes past his marker. Mauli Wayo tried the cutback and it's an own goal. Bibiani Gold Stars have conceded. The pressure has paid off. The final touch came off Gideon Anaba. And Hartsabok finally are in the lead here at the Accra Sports Stadium against the Bibiani Gold Stars. It was Mauli Wayo's effort, but it came off Gideon Anaba, and Kobe looked dejected. It's Hearts 1, Gold Stars 0.
It wasn't one of the best head balls there, but look at Wayo cleverly striving past. Vincent Atinga got himself into a very good area. He was looking for the cutback for Kabnosu. But Anaba with an outstretched leg deflected it off into his own goal. You can blame Kobe for this. But Hartlepool have worked for this. They've been the dominant side and they've put themselves in the lead, rightfully.
For the Phobians, they wouldn't mind if the credit goes to Wayo for the goal or it's credited to Anaba as an own goal. But hey, it was Wayo's effort that was directed into the back of the net. I think Wayo gets this one as a goal.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's credited to him. He was aiming for target and it was just pushed or helped in time.
Brilliant skill by Hussein. He's got Prince Owusu in front of him. Hussein Owusu bundled over the ball by the men in green and yellow. 41 minutes, 4 away from the break. Hearts 1, Gold Stars 0. Atinga's clearance, only as far as Rafael Amponsa. Here is Hussein. Gold Stars have a man down. Hussein sends the cross in. So the goal is credited to Mauli Wayo. His second of the season, Wayo, after scoring break room against Chelsea. This one that was helped in by Anaba has been credited to Mauli Wayo. And so it's Hartlepool 1, Gold Stars 0. Goal scored by Mauli Wayo.
Just like you said, the Phobians wouldn't mind how the ball entered the net. Once it's a goal that credits their score, they'll be glad. They've been dominant possession-wise. They've been creating all the best goal-scoring opportunities. The wet goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe enough. And once Mauli Wayo got himself in that position, he knew exactly what to do, and he's found the opener. Quite unfortunate, Vincent Atinga going too early down, and that gave Wayo that opportunity to get the ball past him to score.
Hussein. Rocky Jamna again. Is that one looking for Wayo? And Ajiman will not take chances this time. He wins the goal kick off the last touch from Mauli Wayo. 42 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hearts 1, Gold Stars 0.
Very little breather for Gold Stars. Every time they have the ball, there's pressure from the Phobians, forcing them to misplace passes, forcing them to make errors. And that has been the tale of this afternoon. Gold Stars seems to be in 6s and 7s, not knowing what to do, how to keep the ball, how to get back into the game. It's been a missing midfield that has been dominated by Jamina, Hussein, and Amponsa.
Amon Kote Ofori to Amonkote. Here is Barry Maba. Kote. Kunto loses possession to Amponsa. Here is Hamza Issa. Fouled by Ofori. Claiming innocence. Doesn't agree with the decision of Nunu. But Ofori will just have to accept it because the argument won't change anything. 44 minutes now in Accra. 1 more minute before the end of the 45 minutes, and Hazabok hang on to that Mauliwayo goal.
The Phobians are happy to have this. They'll be glad to go into the tunnel with the lead. They've created lots of goal scoring opportunities. Should have been up by at least 2 goals. But once it's 1, they wouldn't mind. It's still 3 points and a lead for them.
Hamza Issa, Rocky Jamana, he can shoot from this range, but decides to go to Amankwa Befi. Befi steps forward. Befi with a ball in. Again, Kobe saves with a leg, and Kunto gets it away. Here is Razak Sanu for Gold Stars. Barry Maba with a long section ball, but you can trust Esebe. Alert on that occasion. Sanu heads the ball to his own area. Jamana with a control, and Anaba comes in very strongly to challenge for that one. In his left, Rocky Jamana down. Boys up already. Befi unable to get that one to Wayo. Eduku, little has been seen of him since his introduction. Here is Eduku. Kunto. Eduku, he's lost it out. Amponsa, such a delight to watch in that midfield. All you can do is to bring him down when he's in his elements. Rafael Amponsa, he's brought the needed stability and consistency in that midfield. He seems to be the only mainstay in that midfield that already has Abdul Karim on the sidelines through injury. Great revelation under Didi Dramani this term.
While he nearly lost the spot at the start of the season, David Opoafrani was playing with Hussein and then Karim, but he's picked up the pieces ever since the injury happened to Karim and then Hussein, and he's never looked back. He's been an interesting fellow to watch.
We're already into 1 minute of the 2 additional minutes. Been indicated by 4th referee for Stabasios. The Rainbow Lads are leading the Golden Boys from Bibiani. For Hatzabok, they might just be thinking the moment to break that 2-year jinx of not beating Gold Stars in the Premier League, and especially at the Accra Sports Stadium where Gold Stars have won in their last 2 visits. And, you know, quite interestingly, last season, Mauli Wayo scored the only goal for Gold Stars when they beat Hazabok here. And this season, he's put Gold Stars behind and Hazabok ahead with just a few seconds to wrap up the first half.
An interesting turn of fortunes. There seems to be a player who loves this Fisher so much, and he's come to the party. Lots of chances for him, and he's bred with lots of confidence.
Nuno whistles for Gold Stars. Free kick. Kunto to win it for Gold Stars.
He hasn't really been impressive this game.
Barry Maba for Gold Stars on the right side. With the outside of his foot, he finds Sanu. But Amponsa and Esibe combined to get the ball away. Amponsa nearly gave it away. Eduku went down in appeal for a foul, but Nuno will not be deceived.
That was quite clumsy and dangerous there. Rafael Amponsa taking an extra touch inside the penalty area. He nearly gave the ball away, only for Samson Eduku to fall down cheaply.
Barry Maba wins Gold Stars another free kick on the right-hand side. We've done 3 minutes of additional time. We've gone past the original 2 minutes.
That was a very bad challenge there coming in from Ransford Mensah. After losing the ball, he just had to club his man Barry Maba from behind. Seems to be in pain. That was it there. Ba had already taken the lead, and that was It starts right into his ankle.
Ransford Mensah gets his name in the books of referee Julian Nuno. Yellow card, Hatzabok number 13, Ransford Mensah. Free kick for Gold Stars. Asari will be happy to go into the tunnel. Back in the dressing room for first half without conceding. Something that hasn't happened to him this season. For his delivery. Miscommunication between Atinga and Eduku ends up in a goal kick, and that's the whistle to wrap up the first half here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hatzabok continuing where they left off from the Golden City Park in Brekum last weekend. At the break, the lead Gold Stars by 1-0. Goal scored by Maoli Wayo. That was helped in by the outstretched leg of Gideon Anaba. They duly deserve to be in the lead. They've been the dominant of the two sides. They've created the most decent goal scoring chances. And at halftime, it's no surprise that Hatzabok lead Gold Stars by 1-0.
It's halftime here at the Accra Sports Stadium, and Hartlepool are leading Baby Gold Stars by a goal to nil in match day 7 of the Ghana Premier League. Goal scored by Maoli Wayo. His half shot actually came off Michael Anaba and entered into the net of Baby Gold Stars. That is why Hartlepool are leading by a goal to nil. I have with me the assistant coach of Baby Gold Stars, Godwin Abolodi. Coach, you started very well, kept Hartlepool from getting closer to your goal post, but then you lost concentration at a point.
That is football and it happens. I think in the first half, we started very well, that's how we were saying. But when it gets someplace, they lost concentration, we are down by a goal. So we need to make up, I don't know, we need to make sure that we go back to the drawing board and make sure that we strategize very well and come for the second half. Of course. Now in the second half, what kind of game should we expect from Gold Stars? We need to work hard and make up to redeem the goal. We're going to carry the day. Make sure that we win today's game. Because you are down by a goal to make sure to equalize and win the game. Thank you very much and wish you all the best for the second half. That is the assistant coach of BBN Gold Stars there, Godwin Ablodin. Abdul Ghazali of Hartlepool would also join me to talk about the first half. Now, coach, you are up by a goal to nil. What kind of game do you anticipate from your opponent when the second half comes up?
Well, I think I'm not surprised about our game first half because we knew they were coming to defend more, even though their back is not all that structured, and we know if we are able to put the ball behind them, we have players who can run. We are doing that and we are succeeding. I was thinking that at least by now we should be up by 3 goals, and I'm fully sure that they also go in to change their tactics.
Of course. Now you are doing a lot of long balls behind the defense. Is it because Atinga is a bit, in terms of his speed, has slowed down a bit? That is why you give that instruction to the boys.
I think their games of our 4 matches, that is the way they have been playing. And we also make sure that at least we get those who can run. Like today, you see that Wayo is running very well. Hamza is running very well, Priest is running very well, and that's our tactics for today. We just want to force them to come forward, then we'll put the ball behind them and then go through them.
Well, wish you all the best for the second half, for second 45 minutes coming up. That is Abdul Ghazali, the assistant coach of Hartlepool. We'll take a quick breather here. When we return, Alfred Nelson and Kelvin will join me for the first half analysis.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me start the beat. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you. Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Oh, even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? He screamed at the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Ojo was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game. It's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Come back from that break. You're still watching the Ghana Premier League on TV3 and on Nia TV, powered by Adisa Production Limited. It's halftime here at the Accra Sports Stadium in match day 7 between Hartlepool and BBN Gold Stars. And the Phobians are leading by a goal to nil, scored by Mauli Wayo, which means that he scored in back-to-back games for Accra Hartlepool, and that will be joy for Masood Didi Dramani. My name is Mutale Yakubu here with Kelvin Owusu, as I was in commentary position, and Coach Alfred Nelson. Now, Alfred, let me start with you. It's been a good first half for the Phobians. They dominated, and even the 1-0 that they've scored looks not to be a true reflection of the game, because they've created the decent chances in this one.
Yeah, I think they've made a lot of incursions in the first half, overhead passes behind Atinga, which they've exploited it very well, but I think their final delivery has always been wrong. I think they've dominated the game, they've played well, but if anything happens, they have to blame themselves, because they had a lot of chances that by now they should be up by 3-0 or 2-0.
It looks like they've targeted Atinga's area, because all the balls that are coming in to Mauli Wayo seem to be going through Atinga.
Yes, in terms of speed, he doesn't have it, but maturity, experience, he has it. So I think they want to exploit him with the pace.
Yeah. Well, Kelvin, Gold Stars have not been able to cope with the long balls from Hartlepool, especially those from Hussein and Jamina. It seemed to be doing the magic for Hearts.
Well, I think that is always going to be the case. The kind of form they put up when they played against Gold Stars is telling here. And for me, Gold Stars having come to the party, Amon Kote and then Emmanuel Konto haven't really lived up to expectation. There's too much space among them, making out to pick up the pieces and the scrap. Rocky Jamna, very much workaholic. He has the skill, as well as Raphael Amposa. Hussein also has the skill, but it hasn't been the same for Gold Stars. Foster AJ couldn't really live up to the party till his substitution. And we know that Samson Eduku coming on, he is not that central midfielder you'd expect to push the ball further into Hartlepool's final third. That bit of disjoint is hurting Gold Stars. But credit to the Phobias, they seem to have positioned themselves very well and leaving few or limited spaces for Gold Stars to capitalize on.
Now let's talk about the goal itself. Mawuli Wayo, he scored in their last game against Brecum Chelsea, getting another one here. It was a beautiful orchestrated goal by Hartlepool, and unfortunately that snapshot from him came off Anaba and over goalkeeper Felix Shea, but the ability to go past Atinga in there was a brilliant one.
Yes, I think he was trying to pass the ball, but Anaba got a touch and it resulted in a goal. If you look at his position, all that he wanted to do is to pass the ball to Kwabna Owusu, and it was unfortunate Anaba got a touch on it and it resulted into a goal.
This is one of the most painful goals any defender would want to score, painful own goals, because Anaba was looking at preventing it from reaching the likes of Kwabna Owusu, but inadvertently he turned the ball into his own net.
Well, I think the error started from Vincent Atenga, very much experienced. I was not expecting him to go down easily. It gave Mauliwayo an edge to get the ball past him, and once he got into the goalkeeper's area, he knew that Kobe had covered that space. All he had to do was a cut back for the on-rushing players, Kwabna Owusu at far post, to at least touch home. But Anaba, with an outstretched leg, had the ball ricocheting off his foot into the net. You can't blame Anaba so much. He wanted to do his bit as a defender, but the ball ended up in the net. But credit to Mauliwayo, he's taken the game by storm to Gold Stars, getting all the glorious goal-scoring opportunities. I think that he should have even gotten a goal on his own in here, judging from the number of opportunities that he's had.
Alfred, one of the strongest points in that Gold Stars team has to be their midfield of Konto and Amon. But this afternoon, they've been, brutally beaten by Hartlepool midfield of Hussein and Jamina.
Yes, the Hartlepool midfield, they are moving very well, and I think that is disturbing the Gold Stars midfield. Amon, technically, he's very good, but I think today Hussein and Amponsa are showing him a different level altogether. So I think it's about the movement in midfield that is disturbing them. If they are stagnant, it's easy for them to mark them, but once they are mobile, they are moving up and down, it becomes difficult for them.
Well, goalkeeper Ben Asari has not had much to do in post, Kelvin, but anything that has been thrown at him in the first 45 minutes, he's been able to deal with it very well. He has about 45 minutes to keep another clean sheet.
Well, continuously growing in confidence, very limited, errors from him. Anytime he comes out for the ball, you know that this is a goalkeeper who knows exactly what he is coming to do. He went into that aerial challenge with Razak Sanu with all the confidence and that firm grip of the ball, not letting it go. The number of times that Gold Stars have tried to test him, it's almost come from feeble shots, but credit to the defensemen as well. That is David Opoafrani and Osei Sibe. They haven't allowed Samuel Atakumi, Razak Sanu, and then Berima Ba to have the better of it.
Well, definitely, Alfred, something has to change for Gold Stars, either personnel or system. On the bench, they have Francis Chene, who is a fantastic midfielder. They are losing the midfield battle. Is this the time that Coach Nanaya Amponsa throws him on?
Yeah, I think Chene deserves that. He has played a lot of games for his former team, Bechem United. He's rich with experience and all that. So I think he will do the magic for them. They are playing long balls to Sanu, and I think he's winning all the headers as well. But I think Kumi and Berima need to go for the second balls. They are not positioned very well on the pitch. And once you have an arrowhead who is very good in the air, I think you should be looking for the second balls. Either he flicks behind them or on the side, and they run for it.
Calvin, I don't think Coach Masoudi Dramani would want to temper with the first 11 even in the second 45 minutes, maybe at the latter part of the game?
Well, it's been a decent job from every single member of the team. Everyone playing his part. They are executing everything to perfection. The only player, if I wouldn't be surprised if they take him off, that is Prince Kwabno. So he hasn't added so much, even with expansive play. He hasn't really come to the party. And I think that if the coach wants to make any substitution, he would probably be the first player because he hadn't added so much to the team. And I think that Didi, knowing him very well, is a very conservative manager. He wouldn't want to tamper with a team that is doing justice to the work that he's let them do in the opening 45.
I mean, the centre-back pair of Atenga and Anaba seem to have been affected badly by the early yellow card that Gideon Anaba had. It looks like he has slowed him down a bit, even in his tackles.
Yes, it takes a lot from you. Early minutes when you are yellow carded, your strength, everything is gone, because if you are not careful, you get a second yellow card, and that will be the end of the game for you.
Of course. Now, prior to the game, we're talking about one battle, that is Yaman Kwabefi Atakumi.
Yeah.
How has he fared so far in the first half?
Well, I think that it's been a holiday for Yauman Kwabefi. If you ask me, if you know a player that is very much cunning, the number of times that you need to feed him with the ball must be more than a player who doesn't cause lots of impact in the game. And that is what I think that Gold Stars need to start doing better. They haven't really fed Atakumi to it. The last time they managed to feed him, he won a free kick for them by getting past, that is Osei Sibe, who was out of position, and he brought him down. I think they haven't made use of their expansive play. Barimaba and Atakumi bring them a lot more into play, and you can have the team going. But also, I think it's all because of the midfield shape. If you can't have it easy every time, you can't throw in the lottery and expect to succeed. Today you play that is Amonkote, and then you have Kontor. The next day is Ajete. The next day is Trene, and then Apia McCarthy. It won't work for you. They need that consistency to understand the system and then feed the attackers a lot more.
Well, for Heart of Folk, it's joy for them because they are leading by a goal to nil against Bibiani Gold Star. Second 45 minutes up next, and Kelvin Owusu Ansah will be going back to join Anada Kwajesi for the commentary. Enjoy the second 45 minutes.
It's time to believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me say, oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch them, man.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? He screamed at the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Ojo was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game. It's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Welcome back for second half of this match day 7 top line of the Ghana Premier League. Hatsabok up against Bibiani Gold Stars. The Phobians went into the break leading by 1 goal to 0. Goal scored by Mauliwayo, held by the outstretched leg of Gideon Anaba. Hasselhoek were clearly the dominant side in terms of possession, creating the better of the goal scoring opportunities that fell to the two sides and making sure they stamped the authority in the game before half-time. Back from recess, Masoud Didi Dramani will have one thing at the back of his mind: to keep up with the consistency and momentum of not conceding in the Premier League and not testing defeat. How Gold Stars will respond to that, we wait to see, because they also know that they've not lost at this venue in the last 2 seasons.
Interesting second half coming. Gold Stars will be looking forward to making amends, correcting their flaws from the opening half. Hartlepool determined to keep their clean sheet. Benjamin Asari, very good. And he knows that he needs to keep his defense in very good check not to concede.
Razak Sano kicks off for second half. Barry Maba, Ofori, Anaba, Ajeman. Long one, but not on the same page with the lanky forward, Sanu.
Well, the second half would see Hartlepool trying to double up on their lead. They would be very much happy to be consistent and get another goal just like they did in break home. Home form tallying with away form increases your chances of winning the Ghana Premier League.
Here is Sibe. Atakumi. Little has been seen of him in this afternoon's fixture. The top scorer for Gold Stars this season. Last season he backed in 11 goals as Gold Stars ramped to win the Premier League. He's begun the season quite well, but he struggled in this game so far. Atakumi. Atinga's ball can't find Sanu. But Sanu has been gifted possession by Afrani. Now, Konto. Amon Kote. Ball is headed out by Afrani, and Hussein will take charge. Wayo, Hussein, Baifi. There's a push on Wayo. It's a deliberate foul by Ajiman. Free kick for Hartlepool.
That was needless in there. The tackle wasn't very much expected by Hamza Issa, but once he got in there, Edward Ajiman tried to win the ball and needlessly bundling into his man.
Free kick taken. Anaba doesn't head it clear, but Hartlepool doesn't take the advantage. You're expecting it to be dealt with better by Hamza Issa. Not your tallest of players. Tried to go up for that ball, only to fail to make the most of it. Hussein. It's a clever ball to Prince Owusu down the left hand side with the outside of his foot. But comes up for the second time. He's getting his header wrong.
Very poor there from Hamza. He knew exactly where he was. He had positioned himself. It was a casual header of the ball when he could have actually taken his time to make a prudent decision. Once again, Kobe nearly giving the ball away.
Eduku. Here is Edward Ajiman. Now he licks it for Kunto. Amon Kote wants options. He sees the movement of Berima, but he hangs on because Berima didn't move. Now Vincent Atenga. Good ball to Ajiman. He sees Atakumi. Yes, he finds Atakumi. Turns around. Eduku. Good 1-2 between Eduku and Atakumi. Here is Eduku. He's stopped by Baifi. And ball is cleared by Wayo. Only as far as Atenga. Now Ajiman. Atakumi with a lovely pass to Kunto. Kunto shoots, and Asari grabs firmly for Hatsabok.
That's the most decent play from Gold Stars throughout the game. Very confident passing of the ball, but that drive from Kote. The goalkeeper, Benjamin Asari, knew exactly where it was coming. He would love to save this any time. Not so much threatening as it went down through the middle.
The foul against Topon Frane for bringing now Sanu Razak. Afrani and Esebe have done extremely well by dealing with his presence in that area. Way taller than the two, but they've really kept him in check and given him no breathing space, Sanu Razak.
It's quite interesting to see how David Opoa-Frane has gotten back to his best. He came to Asafok from Ken Faisal and really didn't look too much convincing, but a breath of fresh air into him by Didi Dramani seemed to be working.
Razak Sanu hits into it by Afrani, who finds Hamza Isa. It's a brilliant turn around Atinga. Now, here is Kobe. Here is Rocky Jamna looking for Hamza Isa. Good reaction from Emmanuel Kobe.
That was a very good pass in there. Hamza Isa finding all the loose ends in the Gold Stars team. But that was too heavy a pass for him to latch onto, and clever sweeping by Kobe. He read the situation and came out to pick it up.
Hamza Isa scored just 5 goals in 29 appearances last season for the Phobians. His best season actually came in 2 seasons ago when he scored 13 goals for the Phobians. He's got 1 for them this term. Barry Maban goes past Mensah, sends the cross in, and Sanu Razak and Gold Stars have the equalizer at the Accra Sports Stadium. Samuel Atakumi with his 5th of the season. He's broken the hearts of the Phobians after just 6 minutes of second half action. It's Hazabog 1, Bibiani Gold Stars 1. It's fair to say Gold Stars worked for this one, but Hazabog equally gave it away because the defense was clumsy, and Atakumi would not mind. He's equalized. That's the build-up from Bermaba.
Very intelligent play there from Gold Stars. Once they won the free kick, it was a quick free kick that was taken. Bermaba got the ball, straight pass, his man, Rafael Amponsa was late. Sanu with the back flag there. Then once Atakumi got in front of the goalkeeper, he just had to touch home with the help of Benjamin Asari.
So those 2 central defenders, both Afrani and Esibe, were unable to make the contact with the ball after that dummy from Sanu Razak, and Atakumi took full advantage and he's made it count. Gold Stars are back in business. Samuel Atakumi with his 5th goal of the campaign this season. He scored 11 goals last season and 5 goals already this season.
He's the go-to man for Gold Stars. Every time he comes to the party, they seem to have their weapons intact. And the second half, they just had to test the Phobian, and they've managed to get the goal.
Mensah can set up no Phobian, and Gold Stars will burst away. Here is Kunto trying to pick out Bar, and Afrani arrives to go to goalkeeper Asari.
Benjamin Asari wouldn't be a happy man. This is the first time he's conceded this season, and an awkward way to concede.
He doesn't take any blame for this goal.
Not at all.
The defenders let him down. They weren't alert enough, and Gold Stars just took advantage. Here is Yao Befi. Osei Sibe with a long cross in. Prince Owusu. Mensah goes past Barry Maban and swings in across. It's a decent one, and Kobe with a good save has with a chance. And how did Rocky Jamna miss this opportunity? This is the second time he's gotten a glorious goal scoring opportunity and has flopped it, but this one looked a real good chance for Hearts of Oak.
That was clever there from Ransford Mensah. Get it to the byline, sending it that delivery. It was aiming for the post. Kobe flapping it back into the penalty area. Rocky should have at least hit the target. His body shape and balance couldn't help him pick up the second goal for the Phobians. But Hearts of Oak inching closer again.
Hearts of Oak coming close and once again not taking advantage. They've created very, very decent chances this afternoon, but that's a lovely ball from Eduku to Barry Maban on the control now. Goes past Mensah on the left foot and it's straight to Asari.
Benjamin Asari, clever goalkeeping from him. Took his time, not panicking at all. Barry Maban seems to have picked up the second half, coming to the party. He knows exactly where to get the Phobians. He's skillful, he's pacey, and can cause lots of trouble.
Contour wins the ball legitimately according to Nuno, and here is Atakumi. Contour, Amon Kote, they're growing in confidence after that equalizer. He wants to try a left-footed effort from that distance, and Rocky Jamna wins Hearts of Oak a throw-in.
This is almost becoming a balanced second half. Gold Stars seem to have picked up some lessons. They are much more stronger with their tackles. They are covering all the loose ends, which they failed to cover in the first half.
Triple substitution for the Phobians. It's not really happening for this man. He wanted to prove a point to Gold Stars, but it didn't materialize. Josh Paku will take his place. Enoch Esubontin will equally go in. Kwesi Asma will get his turn. Mauli Wayo, the goal scorer, will exit alongside Rafael Amponsa. Almost like-for-like substitutions from Masoud Didi Dramani. So, Amponsa replaced by Asma. Esubontin takes out Wayo. And George Paco takes the place of 1-1 is the scoreline here at the Accra Sports Stadium after some 55 minutes. Here is Paku. Here is Hearts of Oak looking to make inroads.
Back at the substitutions, going light for light. Want more strength, fresh legs in there, and a lot more creativity in the Dramani. It's quite early in the second half. I'm sure from the body language of these players, he didn't like it. Reason why he's executed very early subs.
Paco. Good turnaround. Anaba sends the cross away by Ofori. Jamina. Mensah. Esibe. Hearts of Oak want to add some urgency after conceding for the first time this season, and Kobe gets that one well covered for Gold Stars.
They are running after every ball, and look at Sanu the second half. He's chasing almost every loose end.
Esibe, 4 Hearts of Oak he finds. Yaman Kwabefi. Oh, that's a lovely run from Esubontin down the right. He sends the cross in, but the flag was up against Hamza for offside.
That was brilliant there from Subontain, getting past this man quickly. And that was quite a wild decision from Konto to sliding, but intelligent mop up there from Anaba even before Hamza, who was offside, could latch onto the ball. Well, a very good sign of a Subontain, given extra load of what he's capable of.
Kobe's ball in, flicked on by Atakumi. Referee whistles as Gold Stars get the advantage. But Nuno quickly rescinds the decision and Hazabok will take possession.
And it's quite an ironical opening to the second half. The first half saw Hatterfolk winning most of the fouls in midfield, but it's changed.
It's Subontain to Bayfi, fouled by Sanu. In a bit to retrieve possession and keep up with the press, he ends up committing a foul on Ayamankwa Bayfi. George Paku up against Amon Kote. Here is Paku driving forward in confidence. Paku shoots, and Kobe did well to parry that one away for a corner, but that's a very good initiative from George Paku coming off the bench to have an instant impact.
Intelligent from George Paku, picked up the ball, opened up space. Once he knew nobody was getting close, he decided to drive one. Just bouncing in front of Kobe, but his fingers were enough to parry that ball away, which seemed to be going wide anyways.
Corner, George Paku to take. Paku swings one in and Kobe gets the one away for Gold Stars. Esibe onto it for Hartsabok. Trying to go past Anaba, and he gets the throw for his effort to say Esibe. He will leave that one as they want to prefer a long throw in by Ransford Mensah instead.
They quickly want to restore their lead. They cannot be taking short throw-ins.
Well, Mensah goes short, and Jamna sends in a cross away by Atenga. Here is Hussein, all the way back to Benjamin Asari. The master of clean sheets finally concedes in the Premier League. Long ball from Asari, headed down by Ofori, and Eduku will take over for Gold Stars. It's a lovely ball to Barry Mabar, chasing down the right. Barry Mabar, chance, cut back, Atakumi, and it's a second goal for Gold Stars. They've stunned the Phobians at the Accra Sports Stadium. Oh boy, this is a player on fire. A brace from Atakumi, and Hazabok are trailing BBN Gold Stars by 1-2. Gold Stars have turned things around. Lovely ball to begin with from Eduku. When Ben Baba took his bike, he had one option on his mind, to locate Atakumi, and he made no mistake. Atakumi, 6 goals this season, and it's Hartsabok 1, Gold Stars 2.
Very excellent, the 3 forwards once again combining to get the goal. Brilliant pass there from Samson Eduku. Barry Baba took it on the bounce, got into the penalty area. The cutback was brilliant, and Atakumi lurking just behind the penalty spot, pushed it to the left corner of the goalpost, beyond the reach of Benjamin Asari.
I tell you what, this boy loves to score against Hartsabok. He just loves to score against Hartsabok. In the Gauka Top 4, when Hartsabok drew 2-2 with Gold Stars, he scored. Last season, when Gold Stars beat Hartsabok 1-0 en route to winning the Premier League, he scored. And now he's got a brace against the Phobians, and this guy is on fire. He's scored 6 goals already in 7 match days in the Premier League.
He's always causing trouble. He understands the game. He knows exactly what to do. And he brilliantly puts together a very wonderful performance. Always the go-to man for Gold Stars.
Substitution time for Gold Stars. Kelvin Opon will come in, likely to take the place of Vincent Atinga Adai. He's shown leadership and given a captain's performance. Samuel Champon in for Razak Sanu. Nana Mankwa, the acting head coach of Gold Stars, wants to fix things even before Hearts think about getting back into the game. Confirmation of a scoreline. Hearts 1, Gold Stars 2. Double by Samo Atakumi after Mawuli Ewayo had given the Phobians the lead in the first half.
That's quite surprising, the substitutions I'm saying. Maybe Vincent Atinga with tired legs. Nana Mankwa doesn't want to take chances. And he's brought on a player who had a very perfect understanding.
Paku's ball in, and again, Kelvin Opon had to arrive at the right place at the right time to get that ball away. Hearts will quickly want to get back into this game. First time conceding this season, and they've gone on to concede a second goal this season. Corner to be taken by George Paku. Paku swings one to the near post and is headed away by Ofori. Here is Hussein. Atakumi looks unstoppable this afternoon. He's up against Amankwa Befi. Clever play from Atakumi. Konto Ajman. Kelvin Opon. Berimaba, the most effective and efficient Gold Stars player in the second half. Eduku tries one from a distance and is wayward. He collided with Opon Frani when he tried to execute that one. Gold Stars have a corner, but it's concern for Afrani, who has stayed down but gets back on his feet.
Gold Stars growing in confidence every single minute of the game. They are testing Hearts of Oak more. They are creating chances. They are creating spaces.
So Hearts of Oak have brought on Baba for Afrani. Baba Damu, he started in last week's game against Chelsea. Gold Stars looking for a third and they just missed the one. Hearts of Oak under some pressure now.
That was a very good delivery, not the very best of connections to the ball. Philip Ofori there, but it was Samson Eduku who wanted to at least find the target, but unfortunately for him, he's really paid his dues since coming on. Very combative.
Reckless challenge by Samson Eduku on Rocky Jamina. Very clumsy challenge. Needless from Eduku. Right to hand him the yellow card. Good decision by Julian Nunu.
In an area where Rocky Jamina wasn't going anywhere. He shouldn't have stuck his foot in there. He just sold it to him and he's bought it. He's going to walk a tightrope now as a man who had been high pressing and causing the Phobians to pass the ball early and lose it easily. It hasn't been the same. Hearts of Oak seem to be stunned. You're surprised how the second half has taken a different turn.
Didi Dramani is an unhappy man. First time conceding. Gone on to concede 2. Yellow card to Bibiani Gold Stars Samson Eduku for that reckless challenge on Rocky Jamina. So Hearts of Oak looks to be going with a 3-back system now after the exit of Afrani. Adamu have stepped into that role. Gets the ball in. Esubontain. Here is Asma. Baba Damu for Hatsabok. Mensah swings in across. Kobe has missed, and Hatsabok have the equalizer. The Phobians are back in business, and it's George Paku who brings Hatsabok level peg in here at the Accra Sports Stadium. That delivery from Mensah was exquisite, and the connection from Paku just awesome. Hatsabok 2, Gold Stars 2.
Once again, Ransford meant to bring his quality to bear. Very excellent delivery, was pinpoint. But Emmanuel Kobe should have been first to that. The goalkeeper was late to it, and George Paku was not going to wait for him. Cleverly connecting to that ball to find the net for the Phobians, even with 10 men. Look at that delivery. Sweet there. But Kobe missed it, and Paku knew he had the goal at his mercy, and his Spanish Gold Stars.
Josh Paku steps up for the Phobians. Big 20 minutes to play for. Four goals already produced in this game. Thrilling fixture we're witnessing. Here is Konto. Arjiman. Flag goes up for offside against Edward Arjiman.
Well, Edward Arjiman was too quick to that and was expecting Takumi to lay a better pass for him. But he was too quick, and that was poor decision making from Samuel Arjiman.
Hatsabok have effected another substitution. Gordon Kujo has gone in to replace Rocky Jamina. Kujo came off the bench and had an impressive performance against Berkum Chelsea last weekend at the Golden City Park. And we've got some 19 more minutes to play for. Hearts 2, Gold Stars 2.
Well, Atafo gradually walking into the game with confidence after getting the second goal and the equalizer. They'll be pushing for a third.
Kujo's ball in, cleared by Kelvin. Opon. Adamu. Asma. Kujo. Adamu surges forward, goes past Barry Maban, finds Mensah. A shot late for that one. But Mensah does well to retrieve possession. With another cross, Hamza is lurking. Chance for Hatsabok. Paku again, but this time not powerful enough to get the Phobians the lead here. Hussein. Asma. Kujo. Asma goes past Eduku. Trying to dink one to a Subontin, and Anaba comes in with a header. Eduku is pushed down by Kujo. Hatsabok concedes a free kick.
Very good and experienced play there from Eduku. Once he got hold of the ball, he made sure he prevented Kujo from having anything on it. A free kick for Gold Stars to cool down. The pressure from the Phobians was telling on them, giving so many balls away.
Edward Arjiman nearly got to end of it after skipping past Kujo. George Paku. Cross intercepted by Anaba. It's a corner for Hearts of Oak. Pushing for the third goal.
Kobe knows that is dangerous from the set pieces.
Paku swings one to the near post. Kobe missed, and Gordon Kujo equally missed, but there was a final touch from a Gold Stars player. It ends up as a corner. Well taken delivery by Josh Paku.
Very brilliant piece there from Paku, but upon knew the danger and the lacking Hearts of Oak players at far post, putting it out for a corner kick. Pressure on Gold Stars.
Josh Paku to take the corner again. And Paku delivers. Referee flags up because the ball had already crossed the line before coming in. It's obvious, just going all the way before Kobe made that contact. 75 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hearts of Oak 2, Bibiani Gold Stars 2.
It's been an interesting second half so far. The Phobians have picked up again after Gold Stars got themselves the 2 goals to get up. The equalizer seems to have changed the game again. And the Hearts of Oak back in dominance. Gold Stars once again chasing shadows. And it's not getting easy for them.
I've seen Nuno take out his yellow card and he's flashed it to Berima Ba. Berima dejected.
Well, he felt that was a dive there from Osesibi, but clearly he went in to stamp on his foot. He has no excuse to get free from the yellow card.
Berima Ba, who worked tirelessly for that second goal, goes into the books of Julian Nuno. Bayfi can't keep it in. The assistant referee was right there. Bayfi disagrees, but it is what it is.
He was late trying to keep the ball in play. That already gone out. The assistant referee knew he couldn't allow him to proceed.
SB will seek some explanations from Julian Nuno why the waste of time, because Berima Ba is already on the pitch and expecting that he goes off. Berima still on the pitch, refusing to go onto the stretcher to be taken off, but eventually he goes on it.
Interesting there. Look at that delivery from Ransford Mensah. Sweet. Kobe misjudged it. And George Paku was in the right place at the right time at the edge of the goalkeeper's area. And it was an easy ball for him to just direct home for the second goal. Kobe will be ruining his stars when he goes back to watch this.
It's been coming because Kobe has not taken command of his area. He's missed some aerial balls. He's miscalculated, he's misjudged, and he's paid for this one big time as George Paku takes full advantage of his miscalculation and misjudgment. Kote loses out. Here is Paku. Was looking for a Subontin, but Kelvin Opon will shield the ball out for a goal kick.
Very good defensive work there coming from Kelvin Opon. Subontin has brought some life into this game, much more energy, causing trouble running in and around the Gold Stars defense.
Bayfi's cross. Anaba's header. Kobe will get it away with a fist. Hatzabok leaving nothing to chance. That's the delivery from Bay to pinpoint, but that defender Anaba was right there to stop any major problems. Again, Kobe's called out to action. Very busy goalkeeper in the second half.
He's been a very busy goalkeeper. You can see the sun is right into his eyes. He's not taking any chances.
Disappointing one coming from Gordon Kujo, the newly introduced right back. So he moves to the defensive part of the right wing, and Bayfit goes on the offensive. Confirmation of substitution. Gold Stars will bring it on Emmanuel Ankra, as well as Emmanuel Cheifosu. Cheifosu takes the place of Berima Ba, and then Emmanuel Ankra will take the place of Emmanuel Kunto. It's very obvious Nana Mankwa would want some stability at the back as we enter into the last 10 minutes. Cheifosu, a midfielder, and he takes off Berima Ba. He wants some stability. We'll see how it goes from here on.
While he wants more control, try, create, and find Atakumi in those areas. He's a man they need to be feeding a lot more.
Just caught in that offside trap in an attempt to weave his way and grab a hat-trick. Baba Damu. Cheifosu loses possession. Here is Asma for Hearts. Paco. Esubonten not on the same page with Beatty, but even the technique in trying to execute that ball to get to Beatty went really wrong for Esubonten. He tried the outside of his foot. Beatty was not tracking on for that ball, but even if he did, Esubonten got it wrong.
Subonte right there, trying to make the very best out of it, but that was a very poor pass. If you think of it first, I don't know why he was rationed to make that pass.
Edward Ajman. Atakumi controls, but flag goes up again for offside against Samuel Atakumi, the brace scorer.
That was very tight there. Gold Stars are looking to play through the man they can trust to hold up play and create lots of goal-scoring opportunities for them.
Anaba called to action from the pressure of Hamza Isa. Corner, Gold Stars have some defending to do as Hatzabok push for the third goal. George Parker to take. Parker swings the ball in. It's flicked away by Gold Stars. Ransford Mensah is asking the Rainbow Last to double up in enemy territory. Throw goes in, headed by Ankra. Cheifosu tries to clear it away, but doesn't travel far and has to walk up a throw.
That wasn't the best of clearances there from Cheifosu, so he knew it. He wanted to follow up.
Another clearance. Cheifosu again concedes a throw. Asma tries his luck from a distance and the ball has drifted wide for a goal kick.
Well, the idea and the intent was just to hit one direct at Kobe. But the effort was a bit feeble and off target. Try wasn't impressive as he would have expected.
Hearts up possession now. George Parko. He sees the run of Hamza Issa, but Hussein will step up in that 18-yard box. He's out of there. Ball now falls to Asma. Now Mensah. Can he send a decent cross? He swings the ball in. Cleared away by Arjaman. Adamu. Asma. Poor pass. Again, it's Sibe. He has the ball onto the path of Eduku. Paku is charging down on Eduku, and he does well to get the ball away from Eduku for a throw into Gold Stars.
The experience play there from Samson Eduku, holding on to play, not in a rush to make a pass. George Paku rushing on. And he's just playing the ball out for a throw for Gold Stars, who will be very much happy. They will take all the time in the world to effect this. Edward Ajima knows that he shouldn't be in a rush for this.
But he gets a yellow card for deliberate time wasting. This uncalled for. You called for it and you had it.
And that's a needless yellow card there from Edward Ajaman. He should have had a better approach to the ball.
That's a flick on by Eduku. Not the best, but 5 more minutes to go. It's Gold Stars and Azabok drawing at the Accra Sports Stadium. Edward Ajaman, yellow carded for time wasting. Esibe wins the foul for Azabok.
At this point in time, you would want your players to have all the concentration, put in their very best.
Ofori concedes, but he's gotten the better of Ransford Mensah. Cheifosu. Ofori's ball to no Gold Stars player. Ajiman has moved in a more advanced role in this second half. He played with so much concentration on defensive duties in the first half, but he's almost always been seen in the Azabok area in this second half. Kujo. Good defending from Kelvin Opon. Cheifosu. Eduku. Atakumi. He wins the free kick. He invited the challenge from Asma, and Asma just went into it.
Clever play there from Atakumi. He knew exactly what he wanted. Made that turn. And once he was held onto by Asma, just put himself on the ground. Good position for Gold Stars to test at the foot.
87 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. Sunday special in the Ghana Premier League. Hatsawok drawing 2-2 with the defending league champions, the BNE Gold Stars. They came from a goal down to lead by 2-1, and the Phobians equalized through George Parku's header. Corner. That's a free kick for Gold Stars. No. Ofori bends one in, but Paku has sit down. Kote. That's wayward from the midfielder, Amon Kote.
He wasn't going to be lucky like he did at the dance back when he hit one that was difficult to pick up. By Lawrence to say, this was always rising and not even going to test the goalkeeper.
Atakumi, the good skill to look for Kote, but it's Ajiman. Amon Kote. Gordon Kujo with some commanding tackle there. It will be 5 additional minutes, 5 minutes of additional time, and they'll be all to play for. A clever play from cross comes in. So that's the confirmation of the additional time. Paku's cross. Chafosu's ball in. Kujo. Esibe. Cross goes in, and again, Gold Stars desperately trying to prevent the Phobians from causing any problems. Kelvin Opon had to step up for this one.
Once again, very good delivery coming in. And it was Park collected right behind Kelvin Opon. He knew who was behind him. The goalkeeper, very much appreciative of that clearance from his centre back.
George Parku. Not the best of deliveries from Parku. Big, the centre back. Esibe struggling to get something positive on that one.
Parku with his outswing guess from the corner kicks hasn't been impressive. But for his in-swing guess, they've been very much brilliant. I don't know whether Ransford should have opted for the corner kicks on the right-hand side of the Phobians' attack.
We're 3 minutes away from the end of the game here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Asma. Esibe makes a mistake, but he doesn't get punished for it. Kujo. Asari wants to join the action, but that pass intercepted by Kelvin Opon. Here is Hussein. Good pass, but the flag is up for offside against Bayfi. A decision that has met resistance from the Phobians. They think it shouldn't have been an offside, but clearly Bayfi was lurking in that offside position.
Rocco Bayfi clearly not happy with that. It was very tight. The assistant referee was close to the action, and he just had to raise his flag. Not seeing many rounds from Bayfi throughout this game, but for the few times he's gone forward, he's being very dangerous on the right-hand side of the Phobians' attack.
Here's Adamu. We are into the final seconds of this fixture here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hearts of Oak and Gold Stars drawing 2-2. Isubonte, Adamu, Rashford Mensah, can they get a final minute goal? Chance for Hearts. Gold Stars clear their lines. Kujo with a drive. Some way, somehow, Bayfi stopped that drive, but it comes back to Kujo. Dinks 1-2, Bayfi. And this should be it. Gold Stars have a goal kick as Kelvin Opon looks to have wrapped it up for Bibiani Gold Stars. Any moment from now, Julian Nunu will whistle for the end of the game. That's the final whistle from Julian Nunu. Hearts of Oak failed to beat Gold Stars once again here at the Accra Sports Stadium. They scored first through. Come on! Mauli Wayo. Gold Stars came back and got 2 goals through. Samuel Atakumi. George Paku came off the bench to grab the equalizer. They both tried to get the match winner, but they defended so well. And Atakumi has given a man of the match performance after those 2 goals of his. Hence, Gold Stars a precious point away from home. That's 6 goals for Atakumi in 7 Premier League games this season. Great game by Atakumi. He's won the man of the match. He's exhibited quality throughout the game, and it's fair to say he's been the best player for today's fixture.
Well, he's been an excellent player. They always hope that he offers them lots in attack, and every single time he's delivered, scoring twice in very poor positions to give them.
Full time at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hearts of Oak 2, Gold Stars 2.
What a game of football we've witnessed here at the Accra Sports Stadium in Matchday 7 of the Ghana Premier League between Hearts of Oak and Bibiani Gold Stars. And it ended in a stalemate 2-2, the final score here, and both teams are going away with 1 point each. You're still watching TV3 and on your TV, and this is the Ghana Premier League. My name is Mutala Yakubu. I've been joined by the head coach of Bibiani Gold Stars, Nana Yamankwa. Coach, what a game we've witnessed. You said it was you were going to shock Hearts of Oak, and you indeed did that. First team to score 2 goals against the Phobians this season. How would you rate the performance of your boys?
Yeah, I already told you that our boys are now picking very well. and we know we are going to do well in this game. So no wonder they did well.
Okay. Now, the first half, you started a bit slowly. You conceded. But what was the message in the second half? Because you were explosive in that second 45 minutes.
Yeah. We know that second half, we changed the strategy. And then we know we can break them when we get the ball. The counter break will be very well for us. And that is why we employ. We know that they are weak in countering, and then we just take our opportunity from there.
Now, one of the players you speak highly of is Samuel Atakumi. He got 2 goals here. How important is he to this goal star setup?
Yeah. Atakumi now is in form. He's one of the top players now in the season. I think he deserves a lot. He deserves a lot. He's now working very hard, and we are very grateful for him. And then he did very, very well. Yeah.
Now, finally, you've gotten a draw here, but what must change getting into match day 8?
Yeah. No, nothing can change. We're just going to prepare, and we present a very good team, and then we just go forward.
Coach, wish you all the best in your future games. Coach Nanaya Amankwa, the interim and assistant coach of BBN Gold Stars, because they do not have a substantive coach at the moment. Remember that they parted ways with Frimpong Manso. I will shortly be joined by the head coach of Heart of Folk, Masood Didi Dramani. Coach, ended 2-2 here. First of all, do you think the result is a fair reflection of what we saw?
Oh, I think no. We definitely should have won the game. Hands down. First 15 minutes, we created some very decent opportunity chances, but I think still we need to improve on our decision making in the final third to pick out the right options at very decisive moments.
The first half was a different story. You played well, got a goal. What really happened in the second half? Because you seem to have capitulated.
No, I think even in the second half we still dominated play. We were playing the game in their half, and then we have always known that they will be very dangerous in terms of their transitional play. All the 2 goals were from transitional play. When we lost our balance, it's when they capitalized on, and also we also had some injuries, which also was a factor for us to change something when we needed to change at that time. But it's also part of the game.
Now, these are the first 2 sets of goals you've considered this season. It had to wait till match day 7. What needs to change going into your next game?
Of course, we need to make right decisions. Sometimes the decisions we make on and off the ball need to be improved, and there's a lot to still improve. We are a team in the development phases, and then we are progressive. I think that we need to improve so many aspects. I have always mentioned that there's a lot to continuously improve.
Coach, all the best to you and the team going into your future games. Coach Masood Didi Dramani, the head coach of Heart of Folk. The most valuable player in today's game, Samuel Atakumi. He won, he was the top scorer for BBN Gold Stars last season, and he scored 2 goals here. And there was 2 goals, but game Nankasado, of saying Edemamo.
I think it's a good game,
When win, my draw. But I first half, at the end of the so second half, then a coach catch them a changing my performance.
Game plan, game plan, so first half, no more who well. So second half, who more than my boy, put into your court dressing room. The coach catching a second half.
Now, for me, 4 goals now, shame. First one, no. Born a room, no. Now, be anywhere. Then I would to me and who say, boy, you better to how we musa.
A teamwork at tiny training grounds. So they rounds now. No more white, no semi cutting. I'm finishing team. Yeah, we are say training grounds. Yeah,
and the second goal as well. Obia a near post. Unkwan out Peleco, I don't know. For me, film about the center, I will say, boy, you better.
A brilliant strike, mammy. Say, cut back. Meaning, definitely no back at time back. Coming and practice Sanuma, definitely do, and I'm say back at back. No, say Michelle Chiriman and I'm cutting.
I want someone you're drawing there, but at the end, SSS about team going into match day 8.
And I hope they open for money in your own bear.
Now, this year, so we are sure say Uber Jigo Kid and also finish our top scorer for Gold Stars.
Too early to know more games were in.
Mate, Atamida says Samuel Atakumi there, the most valuable player in today's game. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, Alfred Nelson and Kelvin Owusu-Ansah will join me for the full-time analysis.
To believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the blessing. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Oh, even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. You know Don Bote? He screamed at the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game. It's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
So it's over. 2-2 ended between Heart of Folk and Baby Gold Stars in match day 7 of the Ghana Premier League. Both teams going away with 1 point each. My name is Mutala Yakubu. I'm here with Alfred and Kelvin. I mean, Alfred, the second half was a different story altogether. Gold Stars really came out prepared as compared to the first. And do you think the result is a fair reflection of what we saw?
Yes, it was a game of both halves. Hearts of Folk dominated the first 45 minutes. Gold Stars came in strongly in the second half because they were down. I told you Hearts of Folk will have to blame themselves if anything goes on wrong because they had all the chances in the first half. They couldn't make amends. They went with a 1-0. They came back. Gold Stars equalized. They went ahead before Hearts came back. Hearts showed character. That's why they got the second goal. But I think the second half, it was a better performance for Gold Stars.
Now, Kevin, it was Gold Stars who were chasing the game. But in the end, Heart of Folk had to chase the game and get a draw. I mean, Gold Stars were a completely different side in that second 45.
They only had to right the wrongs, put in much more energy. They covered all the spaces that they let loose. They were fighting for almost every loose ball. And once they capitalized on those loose ends, Barry Maba decided